Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of this series. So, while off camera I got some work done, and essentially now all of these will dispense the appropriate materials. So those produce diamonds, this up here will give you sapphires, and up here, the final floor, will get you this, which I decided to call the garnet gemstone, which I think sounds pretty sick. So, the only thing I have left to do in here is to make it so that the lasers will actually damage the player. And I already have that set up, thankfully. So, what I did was I went into regions, and for each individual laser, I'm going to create its own region, which upon entry will damage the player, and upon exiting will damage the player. Now, I already have that set up for this little segment, so if I hop into adventure mode here, you can see that it'll take you down to half health and then kill you eventually. So, for now, I just have to get the recipes done, and then hopefully I can add some final touches and be done with the jewelry store. So, time-lapse time. And just like that, we are done. So, if we go in here and test around, you can see that all of the lasers do in fact damage us, which is great. And that bad, this project is pretty much done. We have almost everything done. Except for one thing. We do need to make it so that you can sell Vs to the collector over here, which should be pretty easy. And I have a really cool idea for this. So basically, upon exiting the jewelry store, you will actually get a compass that will point towards the NPC, which is going to be a lot of fun to make. So if we go in here, get a compass, and then we create a separate region for the jewelry store, just like this. We can make it so that upon exiting, it'll actually give you a compass. As the player leaves the jewelry store, we will give him this item. And then, here's the cool part, we can have the compass point towards the collector. Then we come over here, we can set the compass target to this exact location. And just like that, we will be given a compass upon exiting the jewelry store. It will point towards the NPC. Just like that. Then when we give the compass to the NPC, we can have it remove it from our inventory, just by using this item. So, that's pretty much all there is to it. Now we have to get the sell mechanic working, which will be pretty self-explanatory. All you have to do is get a conditional block and make it so that if player has X item, which in this case we're going to use the diamond, we can make it so that we can give them money. Now, for the money system, I'm thinking of using golden nuggets, just because it feels the most fitting. So, how about free for a diamond? I think that seems about fair. So if they have the diamond, give them free golden nuggets, and then remove the diamond. And that's all there is to it. Except we also do want to allow multiple on the golden nuggets. And that's all there is to it. So we're good in that department. We just have to get the rest of them working, which I will do right now. So now that we have all 3 items done, we should be good. So let's go on and test out the jewelry store robbery. Alright, so as you can see, it all worked pretty well, except there is one bug where if you take damage, you actually get this, which is infuriating, but I think the reason why it's happening is because when you enter one of these lasers, the game thinks that you're exiting the jewelry store, meaning that it automatically gives you this item, which sucks, but I have an idea. So, we can just get rid of this domain entirely and create a new one, and the new one will be right at the door. So, if we take these coordinates, go into house settings, and then create a new region, we'll call this the JStore door. Now, so upon entering, instead of the give item, we'll actually make a conditional. If they have an item, which I will talk about in a minute, then they will get the compass. And then the compass target will be set, obviously. So, what this will do is essentially we'll be able to test if they were in the jewelry store. And if they were just in the jewelry store, then we'll give them the item so that it doesn't give it to them when they enter. Which is a little complicated, but it'll make sense in a second, I promise. So, I have it all set up. If we go into regions, and we go into JSTOR door, we have a conditional. If the player has a diamond, which they will only have if they were just in the jewelry store, then they will receive the compass and the compass target, which basically is all we have left to do. So, jewelry store is practically done at this point. I'm pretty happy with it, so for now I'm just going to end the video here. Sorry about that, y'all. I did not take my Adderall today, and I am not motivated to make a video, but I wanted to get this out. So, have an amazing day, and see ya. Hello everyone, we are back, and I made a few changes off camera, namely that I added sounds to the jewelry store. So, as you can see, if we walk over a laser, it'll actually make a hurt sound, so you can actually tell when you get hit without having to look at your hearts. And whenever you collect a diamond or any other form of gemstone, it'll make that cool smashing sound, like you're smashing into glass. I think it sounds really cool, but other than that, we only have a few more changes, and then we will be done with the jewelry store. Now, one more thing I want to do is I want to change that little icon up top to perhaps like a diamond or something. I don't want to keep it as a J, so we're going to do that right now real quick. Alright, we're done with that. I think it looks pretty cool. I am going to move it up one block real quick. Hold up. Alright, so we're done with that, and I guess that means we're done. We're completely finished with the jewelry store. I'm going to do one quick walkthrough real quick. Alright, there we go. We're all done. So, I think that's a point where I can stop. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and tomorrow we're going to start work on this baby over here. See y'all. Have a great day.